Well, hello, my name is Caroline Monk and I'm here at the Tileyard North for the very first Tileyard Talking. And I've got a very, very special guest, someone I've just been inspired by so much because I can't believe how young you are. Her name is Taylor Shipley and she is a DJ. Hello, Taylor, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
So I'm all right, I'm not bad at all.
Good.
Just tell everyone how old you are.
I'm 16 years old.
16 years old. And this girl, she's played in Ayia Napa?
Yeah.
Ibiza?
Yeah.
And you're going to be playing here soon as well, aren't you?
Yeah, on the 10th of February.
10th of February with Ellie Sax.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good going. We're just going to go back to the very beginning. Why on earth did you get into DJing? What made you go into it? Was it your mum and dad? How did it happen?
No, weirdly, everyone does ask me that. And but I've always been around music in my family. But it started by watching YouTube with my dad in the living room. And Hannah once came up playing at Cafe Mambo in Ibiza, and I just said I want to be like her. And I did try a load of hobbies before, and I quit them within less than a year. So my dad bought me some cheap decks, thinking I would quit that within less than a year as well. But I tried it, and then
you just knew straight away.
Yeah, I knew.
So what other hobbies did you have before that?
I did swimming, martial arts, gymnastics. With martial arts, I got asked to go for England for it.
You're joking?
Yeah, but it just wasn't for me at the time. So I wanted to try something different and out there, and gone from there.
Well, your dad said you're like a fairy elephant when you used to do dancing.
Yeah, I did get told not to go back.
Fancy that, getting told not to go back to a dancing class. That's awful. So all those people that you were with before must look at you and think, what a cool girl she is to do this.
Yeah, it's a lot different to what people would expect me to do, because I'm not really the most confident person. So thinking I would go up on stage and perform to hundreds of people would not be what people would have expected.
No, I mean, I don't even know how you do it.
No.
Have you ever had a time when you've done a DJ set and it's all gone wrong?
Yeah. I was playing at Hull, and one of my mentor, Ben Rainey, came up to me and turned everything off.
Turned everything off?
Yeah, like all the equipment, all the speakers, all the wires were unplugged, and went, what are you going to do? And I said, I don't know what to do, because at the time I was obviously starting my journey, so everyone kind of did everything for me. So like mixed into other people's tracks for me to start my set, because I wasn't familiar with that. But then I was like, what am I going to do? I started panicking, I started crying. But then I had to learn somehow, so...
He threw you right in.
Yeah.
Right under the bus on that one.
Yeah, really
so
did.
tell me about Ben then. How did he get to know who you were?
So obviously I started my Instagram, like posting videos just like I do now, just like 2-3 minute mixes. And then he wanted some decks for a private party that obviously he didn't have at the time, so I volunteered and I said, you can have mine. Because obviously I knew...
these rubbish ones that your dad got you?
No,
Oh, they were good now?
I upgraded.
Yeah, you upgraded.
Yeah, and I just volunteered and I said, you can have them. And we met up in Hull car park.
How old were you then?
I think I was around 10 or 11 then. I think I was 10, yeah. And I just gave them to him, and then he posted me on his Instagram, and then the post went crazy. Loads of likes, loads of comments, and then that went onto my account, and then it just grew from there, really.
Grew from there.
Yeah.
So what's your Instagram so people can...
Taylor Shipley DJ.
Taylor Shipley DJ?
Yeah.
And you're on everywhere else, are you, as well?
Yeah, Facebook, SoundCloud, TikTok, yeah.
Right, let's get to the nitty gritty. I want to know what happened in Ayia Napa.
Oh, wow, that was amazing. That was one of the best experiences I've ever had as a 10-year-old. Not many.
Had you been abroad before, or...?
No, I'd obviously gone on holidays. Yeah. My mum and dad got married in Ayia Napa, actually.
Oh, wow.
So it's quite nice to go back.
They're quite party people, are they, your mum and dad?
Yeah. They introduced me to the music. Yeah. And I grew up around music, so I think that's also what helped me get into it as well. But they got married there, so that was nice. And then Ayia Napa house party was going on there, and I was fortunate enough to get asked to DJ there with lots of other DJs. So then I went there and I did that, and then 6 weeks later I got asked to go back to the place called Tiki Bar where I did the house party, and other DJs
10 years
there.
old?
Yeah.
And how old were the other people that you were with?
Adults.
All were you the only child?
Yeah, I was youngest there. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, were they all like starstruck with you, but they couldn't believe it?
I don't think they would have thought a 10-year-old would be DJing with them now.
No, well, I used to do it years ago. I mean, your mum and dad, they're probably younger than me as well, but I used to do it with, we used to have cassettes.
Yeah.
I used to stop them and play them and stop them and play them and play all things like that in my bedroom. But years ago, you didn't have these opportunities.
No.
This opportunity now for girls especially to get into DJ is huge, isn't it?
Yeah, it's massive.
Who's your favourite one then, DJ girl?
Hannah Lang. She's got to be up there, yeah, definitely.
Right, so I want to know how you met Ellie Sax.
So I've been to Ibiza. I went to Ibiza the year before Ellie played, and obviously I watched over the wall at Ibiza, stood and peered over.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, Since Sundays, which is the event she played at, and I just said I want to be there. I want to go see it, like feel what it felt like to be part of that.
Yeah.
So then I went there, and then I was fortunate enough to go into Ocean Beach where Ellie was playing.
How did you get in?
I had a security guard that knew like Wayne and everything, so then I got invited to go in just for an hour, and then I ended up staying a bit.
And how old were you then when you were trying to get in for free places?
I think it was 12 then.
12?
Yeah, 12, yeah. Yeah, and then I went there, and then Ellie was there at the time, and I had been following Ellie for a long time, since the start of my journey really, and she was just there, and then I saw her and took a picture with her, put it on my Instagram, and then she followed me on Instagram, and yeah.
And that's how it all happened.
Yeah,
so you've actually played, you supported her before, haven't you, at Peace Hall?
Yeah, Peace Hall, yeah. I did it the first time with supporting Andy's Man Club in the summer, and then I did it at Christmas on the 16th of 2023. Wow. And then I did it again on New Year, and I'm doing it again on the 10th.
On the 10th of February, you're here at the Tileyard. So are you going to kick it off, are you?
I've got the second set of the night.
Second set?
Yeah.
You're up the bill now. And what was your dream gig that you've ever played? Was it with Ellie or...?
I have had a lot of sets that have been part of a dream. Every set that I've done has been a dream, really. But Ellie's sets have been up there with one of the best sets. But Since Sundays is what I'm aiming for. To be part, like the top. And then I've also had a most recent dream is Trick Label at Creamfields. That would be amazing as well. So that might
it'll happen.
Yeah.
If you can get over the wall and into places at 12 years old, I think you've got a pretty good future.
I hope so, yeah.
So we've talked about this because we both got the same idea about what we like in music. But what's your genre that you prefer playing out of everything?
I play a lot. I play a lot of different, but they're all quite similar in a way. So I play a lot of commercial, disco, tech house. I'm getting into the tech house side now. Like on my Instagram, I'm posting more tech house videos, but at a gig, it's more house music. Good. I like to play house music.
I'm really looking forward to your set. Right, do you get very nervous before a gig, or do you just go up there and it's just fantastic?
I think it's normal to get nervous. I don't think it's right to not be nervous. No. But I definitely, before I do go on, I have that what if thought and that panic of what if something goes wrong, what if this happens. But I just think it's not normal to not get nervous.
It's not, but also the people normally they're going to these sort of places because they want to have a great laugh, so they're all ready, aren't they, for it?
And like the nerves and the adrenaline that I get throughout the set drives me to have a good performance, like interact with the crowd, and sort of experiment in like throughout my sets. So like try out a new filter or try out a new mix or something different that I wouldn't do. That's all because of the nerves and the adrenaline. Yeah,
and also you can judge what people are looking like and what mood they're in. Yeah. Have you ever done a gig where the mood is just pretty low and you have to read? Do you have to really? Yeah. Do you dance and everything and go crazy?
You've got to read the crowd. Yeah. So if you do play a song, because there will be times when you do play a track and no one will know it, but that's all part of the growth. So you've got to introduce new music to different people. So like you could go to a garden party with the young teenagers and introduce them to a new track that no one, like none of the age range would have heard before. So you could play an old track, but they wouldn't know it. Yeah. But then you could go to like a garden party with 30-year-olds or 45-year-olds, and you would play that same track you played at the teenagers.
They'd go mad.
Yeah, they'd know it. So you've just got to read the crowd really, and you've got to.
And it is. I think old music's really coming back. I mean, look what happened to Kate
definitely.
Bush.
Yeah.
I mean, incredible, isn't it? Really, because I was dancing to Wuthering Heights at school when she was doing that. All right. So, do you get any prejudice or anything?
Yeah.
About your age, about you're a woman. Is there anything that sort of comes up that you feel?
Yeah. When I first started, it was like, oh, she's a 10-year-old. She's just a little kid, really. She won't get anywhere. It's just for a joke, really. But then I also did get bullied at school, both online and in school. I've had my pictures edited and made my face look weird and everything. Yeah.
Was that from jealousy?
I think the people were like struggling themselves, so they had to put it on me to make themselves feel better about like me trying my hardest to get somewhere.
It's always the way.
Yeah, like I've always had a dream, and if you've got a dream, you've got to go for it no matter what. And if you enjoy something that much, you can't let anything stop you. You've got to just go for it. Oh,
good for you. And what are these people doing now that you're going to be a super DJ? You're just going to go, yeah. Tell me about your charity work, because I know you do a lot for charity.
Yeah. I'm really big on giving to people. I enjoy the thought of people being happy. That's my main thing in life. That's why I enjoy DJing so much, because I like to see people enjoy my music that I give to them. I enjoy seeing them dancing, being happy, being around people. That's a great feeling. Yeah, just enjoyed the same things as them. So I just want to give to people.
And if you want any help with that, I'll help you with that 100%.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just part of them giving away to if I did a set and there was one person there that was struggling and I made their night, that's all I would want. That's just something that would make them happy, and it would also make me happy seeing them enjoy.
Yeah, so. It takes a lot more to make someone miserable than to make someone happy, doesn't it?
Yeah, just that one set that I could give to someone.
I love you,
Taylor.
Thank you. I think you're the most loveliest person, and I can't wait to watch you get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and I know you will. And I'm sure we'll have you back here many, many times at Tileyard North.
That would be amazing. Thank you.
Thanks ever so much for joining us, and I'll see you on the 10th.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.